FCS parents, hope you guys have had a great week. I saw a lot of you on Tuesday night of this week. That's because we had our parent information night here on Tuesday. So it was great to have people here face to face, and we can give you guys a ton of information. You guys can go to the classrooms and get more information. Hopefully it enlightened you guys on some of the things going on here at the school. And then we had great questions as well about various things, how things operate, some of the procedures here on campus. So overall, I thought it was a good night on Tuesday night. Again, we hadn't done one of those since 2019, so it's been a while. So it was great once again to get back to parent information night. And I hope to see all of you guys again tomorrow at the beach field trip. Yep, we're going to the beach. It's going to be a great day of fun. In the sun, on the sand, building sand castles, eating lunch together, just hanging out throughout the day. It's just a social event. There's no academic value to it. And this is a family field trip. And that differentiates it for some of the others because families are responsible for getting their kids there. But we want families coming out. That's the whole point. We want entire families coming out. If possible, mom, dad, brothers, sisters, even if they don't go to the school, bring them out anyway. We want to be able to go out there and socialize and learn who everybody is. And that can happen in a much more relaxed environment than it would here on campus at a formal environment that we've got going on here. So I hope to see everybody out there. It'll start around 10 o'clock, so everybody please suggest get there around 10 by 10, because that's when the sandcastle competition will officially start. All the homerooms will be doing a sandcastle competition, so parents, you're free to help your child's homeroom if you'd like. And then after that, about noon, we'll judge those sandcastles. I am one of the judges. I do accept bribes. And then we'll take a group picture, everybody on the beach together. That'll end up in the yearbook. And then we'll have lunch out there together, hang out for a few hours. And then we usually try to leave between 2 and 2:30. That's what we suggest for most people if you want to beat most of the traffic, because Bay Area traffic, as you know, gets ridiculous. But I'm looking forward to a great day at the beach tomorrow. We also got our middle school, high school retreat coming up very quickly. I do have packing lists. I had those for Tuesday night for parents that wanted those. We'll be handing them out to kids today, and we're really looking forward to the middle school, high school retreat. It's really a chance to set the spiritual focus for the entire school year. Some of the great things we've had happen in chapel in years past is because of what I believe was started at these middle school, high school retreats early in the school year. And every year after retreat, I get messages from parents saying, "What did you do to my kid? They came back different. They're like reading their Bible, and they're much more into what God wants them to do rather than what they want to do." And I get those messages every year, and it's great to hear those things because we want to have an impact. More than just an impact up there, we want them to bring whatever we do up there back with us and have an impact on the world around us. So looking forward to retreat on September 5th through the 7th. And then there's one more thing I want to talk to you guys about. We talked about it at Parent Information Night the other night, but I want to make sure I get this information out to everybody, even if you weren't there on Tuesday, and that's about carpool. I'm talking about drop-off and pickup. So, the morning during drop-off, the afternoon during pickup, it's the most dangerous times each day here on campus. We've got a ton of vehicles coming on campus and lots of kids around. That is a dangerous combination. So parents, first of all, please, 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 slow down and pay attention when you're driving. We need to be showing the love of Christ even when we're driving our vehicle. And like I said on Tuesday nights, the number of Christians in the world goes down as soon as we get behind a steering wheel. We become these crazy individuals. That needs to go away. We need to have the love of Christ when we're driving these vehicles on this campus. We need to slow down and pay attention. Because if somebody ends up in the wrong spot and a vehicle ends up also in that spot, something very negative is going to happen, and we don't want that to happen for anyone. Safety is my number one concern all the time, but especially during drop-off and pickup. First of all, carpool starts at 8:05 in the morning, but it finishes at 8:17. School starts at 8:20. That means your kids should be here before 8:20 because they need to be in the classroom ready to go by 8:20. If they get here at 8:20, they're late. They're going to get a tardy slip. So I follow the Tom Coughlin rule. Tom Coughlin was a 2-time Super Bowl winning champion with the New York Giants. His rule was, on time is 5 minutes late. So kids need to be here by 8:17. That's when we close the gates. That's so the teachers have time to go gather their kids, get them in the classroom. And then in the afternoon, carpool is actually probably the bigger issue. I know parents, you start lining up super early. I don't understand why. There's no reason to line up that early. You're going to get your kids. Carpool actually moves pretty fast once it starts. And the big thing is we cannot block traffic. We cannot back up Dover Avenue. We cannot block driveways in the residential area here, or individuals will call the police, which has happened before. I don't want anybody cited. I don't want us to get cited. So please make sure you're not blocking traffic on Dover. You're not blocking the houses in the neighborhood back here, because people get upset about that sort of thing. Use sanity. In addition, while there are 2 lanes coming in, the right lane coming into the driveway is for elementary. The left lane is for middle school and high school. The left lane, that's those middle school and high school drivers can get past the elementary drop-off and to the other side to pick up for middle school and high school. But the driveway itself, the left side always has to be kept clear. And that's because cars are coming around and they need to exit the parking lot. If the driveway on the left side is not clear, then there's literal gridlock and nobody can move. So we need to keep that clear. Cars should not be lined up and stopped in the driveway on the left side, because we need to let cars out through that spot. Please be conscious of where you're at and what you're doing. And parents, slow down. I don't know how many times I can say that. Slow down. This is not the Indianapolis Speedway out here. Less than 5 miles per hour is what you should be driving. And in the neighborhood as well, I see some of you parents speeding down that street. The speed limit is 25, and I would suggest going even slower to be considerate for our neighbors and for any kids that are in this neighborhood. Please slow down and pay attention. If you have specific questions about carpool, please come see me. But please, please, please make sure you're paying attention and slowing down. Also, parents, your child should always get out from the right side of the car. Do not allow your children to get out on the left side of the car, because on either side, both elementary and middle school and high school side, if the child is getting out on the left side of the vehicle, they're getting out into traffic. I can't even count how many times I watch little kids on the playground trip and fall, because that's what little kids do. And if a child getting out of the left side of the vehicle trips and falls into a vehicle who is passing on the left, that is no good. Bad things will happen because kids trip and fall. Do not put your kids in that position. Do not allow your kids to exit from the left side of the vehicle. Make sure your kids exit from the right side of the vehicle, please. All right, all that stuff's out of the way. One more thing I want you to know about. Fairfield Christian School is one of 3 finalists for Nonprofit of the Year in Fairfield and Suisun. That is fantastic. We are so excited about that. They're called the Buzz Awards. So we've got a bunch of staff that will be going to the Buzz Awards to see if we win. I don't know if we're going to win. If we do, great. If we don't, that's all right too. But we have been trying to make more inroads in the community. This is just evidence that we have made some more inroads into the community, doing all sorts of things, being members of the Chamber of Commerce. That's been a big part. We've been able to make a lot of connections through that. I just finished a 3-year tour as an honorary commander out at Travis Air Force Base. Made a lot of connections out there as well. So we've been very conscious about trying to make more connections within the community, because while we're here to serve your kids, to teach your kids, as Christians, we want to be a larger part of our community as well. We want to shine the light of Jesus everywhere. That's one reason we require our middle school and high school students to do community service, because we want to be out in the community serving other people. And I know it has made a difference because I hear it from people all the time. All right, so great news about that. One of 3 finalists for Nonprofit of the Year in Fairfield and Suisun. Listen, it's going to be a great weekend. It's going to start off tomorrow with the beach field trip. By the way, if you're not going to the beach, no school tomorrow. There will be nobody here. But it's going to be a great time at the beach. Hope to see all of you there. If not, have a fantastic weekend. God bless.